Hey, how you doing, Aries? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to 100 Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. Also, just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Aries? Okay, so it doesn't seem bad to speak to you is what I'm hearing. Someone here could possibly want to speak to you. Okay, it could be open marriage as well. I'm picking up for some of you guys may have some type of open marriage, or even a lost friend, or even a lost lover, or maybe even someone that doesn't know you very well wants to speak about this with you or speak to you. Or it does say that people do not know you or don't know you, so why do they want to speak to you? It does say you rather not speak to them, and you really want a war with someone that wants to continue to bless you with mind games. Ideally, if it's good karma, then you want to know that things can work out, but if it's bad energy, then you don't want to know it. I don't blame you. You could be married as well to an air sign person. It does say many times over you see things in the way that you want to speak about it, or maybe you do see things in the way that you love yourself so much. It does say people want to join in things that you have got going on right now. It does say many times over someone sees that you want to work on female relationships, or some work situations that you have going on. Trustworthy people are there, and people can warn you anytime that good karma could come. Okay. Yeah, you seem to be open to discussion here with someone that wants to call you or talk to you, or even pretend that they have your number, or even say things like they want to know you. Okay. It could have been something shocking from the past here. It seems to be tamed there, though, as some type of wish to tame something there for another day or another year or another month. It does say one of these days you wouldn't want to know which way something's going, so you warn yourself not to speak about it. Okay. Could be also kind of like trying to build something as well. It does say worldly wishes are there for you to have growth and really expand in your horizons. Letters sent out to a place that you wouldn't want to know, or maybe even seeing that you have to sort out things like emails, text messages, job searches, or maybe even forces beyond your control. You do have a lot of wish fulfillment with plans, though, that you are taking care of and doing right now. It doesn't say that things could change in the next 2 weeks, but maybe years later or a month, things could maybe spread, or maybe even certainly not speak about what is not known. It does say one wish has come true, though, with something that you warn yourself of not to speak, and no one is speaking about something that you don't want. Okay. It does say you have cleverly seen that you could riddle something or control it, or even change it, or not speak about it at all. You just don't want to hear bad news comes to you and friends, or even members of your family that have spoke. You don't want to hear that bad news comes to them, or even with their minds, or even with you, or anything. You just don't want to hear it. Okay. It does say one of these days you really believe that everything's going to work out. It does say one woman feels this way, and it doesn't say everything is going to work out just the way you want it, but everything can work out just the way she wants it, or maybe it doesn't seem like you want it to work out. It does say when I don't want it to work out, I don't want it to work out. Okay, so maybe something, could be you could be going through something with your person right now, or maybe with something personal. It does say you don't really see harm in what she says, though. Someone here has said something or made you feel like it could come true. It doesn't say it's going to work in your favor or work in their favor, but it does say there's worries with someone here that doesn't know how to support you. It does say wonderful things can happen, though, with you. It doesn't say bad things can happen at all with you. It says when you realize that you want to work or you want to push forward, you will see great news with your work or your jobs. Okay. Could be nurturing a clever person or really realizing it's not worth speaking about. It's not going to be worth talking about anything that doesn't have fun written all over it for you to have friendships that have not given you time to see that things could work out. It does say warning signs are there for you to stroke your ego a little bit, as time can tell when someone wants to communicate with you or pay you or gift you something. Okay. It does say seeing you is something I ideally want to do. I just don't know if I can see you. I wonder where you are. Okay, it could be an earth sign person, could be an air sign person, or it could be many people right now that you have cut off or don't speak to in some way. It does say one woman at a time. Maybe one woman here doesn't really realize what she's speaking about. It says she doesn't know why she always curses you or family relatives around you, but she's cursing you and clearly trying to dig up mental health structures for herself or maybe even people around you. Could be a person that's a mother figure. It could be a person that you don't even know. It could even be a friend of a friend. It could be someone that you personally know or enjoy speaking to, or even someone that you just don't even have a clue is riddling things or trying to warn you that something happened or has meant for you to speak less of it or even to shut up about it. It doesn't say that it's a warning for you to address the situation. It does say blaming someone else is not going to be the answer, though. I have work to do. I noticed that I need to work on you more. I haven't seen what's going on with you, but I want to work on you some more. Okay, so someone's trying to work on you some more. Okay. It could be a father figure or a friend of a friend or someone's childhood dream. It does say people are dreaming a lot about you right now, or people are ideally wanting you to say hello or even speak up for something. It does say bad news if you get involved. At times it does say good news. And at times you have to realize where it's going. Whining and moaning about something is never going to be cute, or even mentioning something will never always be gifts given out to you. Okay, I do see there's a water sign man here. He may want to convince you of something or call you about something here. He is looking into things and contemplating what he should bring to you in regards to advice or communication, or maybe even saying hello or even speaking to you. Once he's heard enough, he will dream of not speaking about it at all. It may be you that doesn't want to hear anything, and you feel sorry for whoever wants to come to you with any bad news or even walks all over you. You feel like you don't want to put up with certain things and you don't want to hear it. It doesn't sound good anyway, whatever it is that people want to wash in your mind or make sure you listen to. It does say bad news to whoever's trying to banish the evil that keen energies are simply trying to look into. It says blame no one, but good news can come if you try and study moving on. Okay. I'm hearing one weekend I'm coming to support my mental health, so kind of watch out of your own mind as well. I'm hearing someone's name as well, begins with an L. It's a masculine name. It's a male's name as well. It does say one of these days I want to speak, whether or not you'll see what's going on. It does say bad news for someone, though, if they speak about it. It doesn't say anything's wrong with talking about someone that doesn't want to speak about something. To say many of you need to speak about where she's going or what she's doing. I don't want to hear that she's not going to pick on me. She's going to pick on many other people as well. It does say a female could be involved in something that they're discussing or even have in their minds. Someone here has fraudulent activities or has put someone down, or maybe even said that they're not speaking about anything other than a female father or even a family friend or even a situation with a lover or a lost loved one. For some of you guys, it could even be a pet. It does say some of you guys are dealing with dogs and animals right now that may have lost their lives, or even friends that have loved ones that will soon be returning to you with good news about fortune or even bad news. Okay, there's a decision for someone here to feel like they have to change something here. Okay, something to do with contradiction. It does say bad news for whoever wants them to change it. It doesn't say anyone's going to change anything or even speak of anything wrong. It does say whoever wants it to happen will make sure it happens, and it's not going to be you, though. It does look like there's an air sign man that seems to be communicating with you, or not with you, or around you, but not with friends or even with people, but mindfully so in the mind, taking their time thinking about you or wondering what's going on with you at times, doesn't know. It does say, when you do speak about me, don't speak about what's going on. It says, I know I haven't harmed you or anyone. I just don't want to harm anyone. Does say he wonders why he does that, but he doesn't need to get involved. He realizes people are cursing him or talking about him or even telling him off, or maybe even cursing him, possibly by spells or even magical root work. It does say someone here is working a lot or even trying to sort things out. It does say, when I do speak about things, I want to hear that I'm speaking about it. I justified when I want to speak about it and how I'm going to do that. I would love to hear more about what she's saying or when she's going to talk to me. When am I going to speak to her again? What is going on? I do know I have a problem with her and I don't like her. I just want to speak about her, make sure she hears me. It does say, when this man speaks, he speaks and he doesn't know how to stop. He communicates what he wants or even lives in his mind about dead people and spirits. He doesn't even understand where he's going. He lives out drug use and drama in even father figures or curses, possibly even letters sent out or even demons. He does a lot, and he realizes he shouldn't speak a lot about these things until he sees what's coming to him later on in the week or months or years. He doesn't know what to say or what to do, but he's constantly talking about murmuring spells or root work around you or a friend. Okay. Working on a female moving forward, remembering that they don't want something and sorting it out and doesn't know how to stop. His ideal lover is coming in for him soon and will protect she and not he. It says she knows why she's got to come in and stop him from doing all these spells. He has banished evil in his mind and he's watching for a father figure or a friend to come into her life. It doesn't say bad news though, because it's going to be changed in the next 2 weeks to a month or a year, where she will no longer have curses on her and a female will punish him. So what I'm picking up is someone that could be punishing someone, whether you know them or not, or you're invited into the situation with a person around you or someone that you know has been punishing someone and using some type of, spells or root work or whatever. It does say that this person is going to go through some type of mental health institution or problems. It does say he banishes all evil, and he does know that, but he karmically gives problems to the wrong one. He's ready though to see what's going on, and he's happily ready to see where he's going with his work, or even job searching for you is going to be great. It does say your work is doing very well, and understanding that we are working with you, i.e. people at work are working with you to help yourself do great things. Love life still looks very bleak, but it doesn't say it's bad overall. It does say things of love are going to help you solve or sort out your mind. It says treachery is there with people right now not wanting to work with anyone. Tidying up and smartening up and looking good is something you really want to do, and solving your problems at home is something that you've always done. Working on yourself mentally and even richly, and even surprising your mind with things that you know you can do, is supporting you. Pressing out a victim mentality is solving a problem though. It is not going to give you any bad news. Try and warn yourself that blessings are coming, because good karma is on its way to you. Wonderful things can work when you see that blessings can come to you. Okay. It says sentimental values are there for you to see which way things are going. Warning someone not to speak, but if it happens that someone can't speak about them anymore, it's going to happen. It doesn't say studying someone overall is going to be bad. Things will change though. Obviously things have got to change. It's not going to work out forever. Things will work forever as long as you see that blessings can come. Ideally, if you want to see good news come to something that you want to change, or even penitentiary victimization, i.e. it's not going to be you, but bad news is there for someone. It says water sign female is not going to be the problem, it's going to be you. It doesn't say you have a problem with anyone, but watch out for an air sign man that always wants bad news. He doesn't really want to hear that bad news is coming, but he warns himself that Stuttering is never going to be the symbol of his mind. He never wars with anyone, and he doesn't stutter when he talks. He realizes he's got good news, and he loves himself very much. He doesn't see you as a friend or a frenemy. He doesn't war with you at all. He has father figure issues or even problems with people. Certainly one woman I know that has a problem with you. Okay, this could be an earth sign though. Okay, it's an earth sign that doesn't know which way to go but wants to move forward and is stressed. Okay, with females in his life, ideally a female wife. It doesn't say a family figure with love letters included, love binding. I'm hearing something to do with love letters and binding spells or stuff like that, because this person may do kind of love letters or binding spells. She does know that she's made mistakes many times over with the man, but she wants to know that binding her energy to yours is going to be helpful for her to realize that she's got binding magic with you. It doesn't say that it's going to work out though, and it does say great news can come to you whether you work on yourself or not. Whining and moaning wife could be there though. There's a wife of his that keeps moaning and miserable that she can't get her daughter or her friends to believe that good karma is coming. It does say plenty of sex is something she wants to see for her family. It doesn't say good news overall. Okay, but I am seeing some of you guys really nurture things. Okay, and I am seeing another day you will see blessings come. And I will see that nothing is set in stone is what someone is saying. Okay, there is someone here that has some feelings that she does see that she's being deceptive or she has gotten away with something. She doesn't want to drive you crazy with war or even give you karma. She knows that she's got some information or wants to tell you something. She doesn't want to tell you everything, but she wants herself to speak one day or even clarify why she needs to talk to you about something. She may never see you again, but she doesn't need to. And it does say that you wonder why you would even need to see this person. It does say lessen your thoughts though, because she doesn't even want to hear from you. At times someone wants you to see her, or for the sentimental value ships to finally make its way to you. It says nothing set in stone, but people are gossiping, and many of them at that. It says I wouldn't know much, but would I know that she wants to talk to you? So someone just pushing this person's energy onto you. Okay, it does say it is not an air sign, it is the earth sign, but the earth sign can't give up, and he's really mumbling to himself today and tomorrow and another day and the next day to find out what's going on. He may never give up, and he doesn't know how to stop. He will push her and push her and push her until he has no victimization in his mind. He rents out space in her mind to try and fill her in her mind to figure out what's going on. He doesn't know which way to go, and he laughs at it as well, and he does not know how to support her and her mind, and even the fine mindedness of a powerful mentality in him that wants to bruise an ego a victim in him. He doesn't harm anyone because he can't harm the father of the son, and he can't harm the sons. He knows that he can't harm them because he's trying to harm the female person, the mother. And it doesn't say it's good, but he's constantly working with her to try and warn everyone to stop speaking about her, because it doesn't say that everyone is, but it does say bad news. If she keeps speaking, then I'm going to speak. It does say many times over he speaks because he wants her to speak about things and he doesn't know where to go. Okay, it does say falling off the grid. It doesn't help the situation if someone wants someone to fall off the grid. It does say when I speak, I speak. This person is very, very domineering. Okay, I don't know if you're having a hard time in your work as well, Aries. Some of you guys that feel like you need to leave something out at work, or leave someone alone at work, or even feel like the boss is angry, or even the job may be hard or something's difficult for you to complete. At times you realize it's not going to be sentimental value ships that you need to support, but many times over things that you want to change or even look into and bless yourself with. Okay, it does say sometimes you need to make a decision not to speak about bad news, and you've realized that blessing yourself with great news helps you a lot more than friends. At times you realize that great things can come when you work with yourself and never with your friends. At times bad news is there with the person that feels like they want to give you good news and to help you, but then bad news comes through friends that come in and feel like they can change things in the way you live and with your lifestyle and with your friends, your happiness, and even your family members. It does say bad news for people that stroke your ego go and bring you down and even tell you off, or even tell you you've got to be friends with friends that are going to be bad for you. It does say, when will you realize this? I.e., I have no words to speak. I see that I have great news with you. I'm not going to stop believing I have good news with you. I laugh because I have better news with you than I've had in years. Okay, and that could be an air sign person, or a Cancerian person, or a water sign person. It does say smoking and drinking is something that she may not do, but she does know that she has blessed energy with you overall. Okay, this could be a Capricorn as well. It could also be an Aquarius. I'm also seeing that this person doesn't know how to spark conversations at times, but they will see that they speak about things ongoing in life and don't know how to change their mind. Okay, I do see a Leo person that's trying to tame this spells to move on from you and not spark any more mind games in you or in your love life, to support mental health through mind games and people around you. It doesn't say blessings are coming to you other than this in their mind, but they do know that they can warn others off and pay attention to great news, playing more time in your mind to think about why you had good news overall with someone. It does say sometimes someone here doesn't need you to be there, but they know that they love you and they care about you, and they dress well or even look well at times in their mind. They think very, very smart when it comes to you, and they want to see you. Okay, this could be a water sign, a fire sign, an air sign, or an earth sign. It could be either one. Okay, and someone could be stroking someone's ego as well. It does say some of you guys are out on dates, or even paying attention to things that you know that you want to support. Many times over, people will judge you, but they don't put you down overall. You looked very, very nice. I feel like people don't really like me at times. I feel like sometimes people don't look for me in my mind. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign, could be dealing with a water sign, or a fire sign. Okay, well, it could be you that feels that way, Aries. Okay, let's see what's going on with work for Aries, please. Work is just juggling war with you. At times it's really giving you a hard time. Sometimes it's giving you good news. At times it's not. At times it's really warring with you, like it doesn't seem to be blessing you in ways that you've justified or want it to. You're trying to work on wishes or things that you want to grant in your name or in your favor or in the way that you would like it. Promotions, big news, contracts, deals, many things that you want, wishes that you could really hone in on and bring to your fruition. It does say blessed energy can come to you, and sorting out your mind can solve the problem. When will you get a job? At times you really wonder when you could get work, or even when you can stress a lot about a situation and even help yourself to wake up and see the fresh air, laughing and joking with your friends at work, or maybe even seeing that you have blessed energy overall with work. It justifies that your work is doing okay, or well, even it just justifies that time after time it needs some support or maybe even improvement. It does say some of you are going through mental health with felonies or even fraud. It does say some of you guys do not need to know that you're having problems in that way. You justify that you need to move past it. You have blamed no one and you have good news. Some of you need to move past mental stress or even structures in police justice or court systems. It says some of you are going through mental stresses and people are jealous of you to have good news and wonder why they keep supporting bad news. I.e., if you're dealing with an Aquarius, this person wants to hear bad news constantly, doesn't want to hear blame come to you without it. It does say blessings can come to you with the bad news. I wonder why I want to hear it. It's just that I want to hear it. So it's not to say that the blessings are going to come to you with it. There's just people out there that are negative and want to hear it, want to hear it, want to hear it. Okay. All right. Let's see, anything else going on? So sometimes people need to leave you alone and stress less. Good karma can come when you dress well and look well and study and leave people out of the situation. It's me, you are speaking. Good karma is there. Love life is there. Support it. Spirit is telling you to have patience. Libra energy is obviously going to help you with lots of things, and great news can come to you when you punish no one and give good news to a fellowship that's coming in the next Tuesday. It does say fellowship, some type of fellowship is coming in next Tuesday. Okay, anything else? Let's see. Is there anything going on with business? business for Aries. Business is practically booming, and stressing about it is never going to be sought after, because I ideally know that you don't want to look for stress, even though one woman or a female here wants to know that you are stressed. Even a mind game of a man doesn't know you are stressed, but sometimes puts in his energy to help you feel stressed. Sometimes it doesn't make you feel blessed, but at times you can feel worse, and sometimes you don't. But now you feel like good news is coming when you've helped someone or supported them to contemplate some time, or maybe even some energy of yours, or even some friendship, or even some work. Some of you guys are getting good news with your work, or even money coming in, or solving the issue with your mind. It does say you can solve the problem, and maybe even make sure people come in and pay you a lot more than you used to make. And it does say some of you guys are making more than you used to make. From years till now, you have timed the situation and see that you are blessed. Yourself is so blessed. You've given yourself a lot more time to see if money could come back to you and harm you, though. It does say at times it does, but right now it doesn't say that it's going to. It says some of you need to check your bills, your receipts, or even your credit cards. Some of you guys need to work on your ways and your mind. At times you need to see when it's going to come true that you won't get good karma. At times it's not going to be worth looking into, because sometimes you need to know why you did something or didn't do it. Are you helping yourself to give yourself blessed energy, or are you moving past something and leaving it behind for sure? Okay. Let's see what else is going on. So just kind of be careful of, things from the past, especially related to money as well. It does say these things can come out and haunt you, though. If you don't speak about them, it does say it can. But it says it's not going to for the next 2 weeks to a month or a year. And it does say when it does, it's not going to be good for you to talk about it. It doesn't say that it's coming out either, though. And it does say blessings can come for you either way. I know that I'm not going to charge you for something that happened years ago, or even later on, and see that it didn't get paid. It says you have to remember, sometimes things come back and sometimes things don't. Okay, so sometimes things do come back and sometimes things don't. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Oh, the rain is coming down, but it sounds so beautiful. All right, let's see what's going on with your love life, Aries. Aries, you do know that you have stressed too much, and at times you're really looking for someone to say that you do love them. You just contemplate whether or not you should speak to them. Ideally, wouldn't want to see that you are harmed. I don't care whether or not I see you again, but I wonder if you are harmed. I couldn't care less if you are, but at times I wonder why I play mind games. I manipulate you, I curse you, I put spells in my mind telling you off. I really do, but I don't want to hear that you're harmed. I just know that you shouldn't have spoke about me having something that you belong to, or you've got of mine. I didn't want to hear that you have this, and I realize I'm hating on you so much. I can't believe I hate on you too much. So you could be hating on someone way too much as well. And it does say blessed energy is there for you to karmically move on from the energy and leave the person alone. It does say you love her, but you can't mimic the mind of hers and say that you did good by her a long time ago. You may have hurt someone and really realize that you shouldn't have done that. It does say blessed energy can come if you just move on, though, because she won't want to hear from you, and she does know that she doesn't really want to see you again. At times you wonder why it's going to harm you to move on, though. And it does say when you do see her, you won't want to harm her. You just warn her not to speak to you or leave you alone, but you stress that she will speak to you or she will never speak to you again. And it does say that she wonders why. It doesn't say that good karma can come, and it does say warning signs are there for you to resist being negative. It does say blessings can come when you warn yourself to be nicer, and it does say blessed energies can come when I see her look smart. She doesn't look like she's mine, but she's got to be someone else's. Ideally, you don't have to believe that she's going to be yours. It just says your mental health is structured to pattern up on her, or maybe even see that blessed energy could harm her. At times, she doesn't even want to know you at all. She really doesn't, because of the way you live your life in your mind to try and harm her. Okay, anything else to do with lovers? Does say some of you are dealing with stress related issues from mental health structures or police custody, or even problems from the past. It does say some of you deal with this or don't even want to know that you're involved in that. Some of you guys realize that you don't need to speak about things that are left out for you. It does say mentally you stress, you don't want anyone stressed, and you don't want to believe that you're in a problem anymore. You've got time to wonder if you've got good karma coming in with your friends, your family members, or people around you. You just don't want to hear bad news come to you. When you deliver good karma to yourself, you have great news news and you wonder why you've got to leave people alone, it's the stress. No one needs to hear that you're always under the weather or even down or depressed and stressed and mentally charging in on other people's minds to make them feel down or low or sad. You've got to see when you will help someone move past the situation and leave them alone. Just struggle in the mind of yours. At this time, you've got to move on and leave people alone. Okay. Anything else for Aries? Aries love life. Aries doesn't want to hear from anyone right now, but does love seeing if there's going to be karma coming. At times you do want to look forward to people telling you that people are going to have problems. At times it's not worth it though, Aries. Stop studying it or leave it alone. Okay. It does say sometimes you want to see that suddenly a good karmic value system or a problem with a person could come to you. It does say bad news, Aries. Stop looking for that. Leave it alone. It says sometimes you've got to wonder when it's going to come because you've taken advantage and took someone into your mind. At times you told someone to do this and you never wanted them to do it, but you laugh to see if it's going to work. Oh dear. It does say some of you are going through punishments in your mentality for someone, or maybe even trying to harm them many times over, trying to get someone to look into someone else or see if they see them or watch them or even give them gifts of negative mental health. It does say bad news if you're doing that, Aries, because it doesn't say she wants to know that you're going to do this to her or her father or her family or a friend. It does say fucking hell, man, I wouldn't want to hear that I'm always cursing someone, but watch if I have to curse you because you're always cursing me. I wouldn't want to hear that you're always doing this, but I want to know that you're harmed this time. It doesn't tell me that I'm gonna get good news though. That's how you feel, Aries. Okay, that's what's going on with you right now. Let's see what else is going on. So sometimes I'm dealing with stress related pussy. Oh, excuse my language. Pussy. It does say someone here is constantly worming their way into the mind of someone else's, and does say you believe that someone here is a pussy, not wanting to speak to you or even see that you have strange people in your mind. It says sometimes you want some and you want to hear that you're getting some as well. You need some vexation to brew into the minds of someone else's, or maybe even help them, or even sex right now is something that you want and you're getting it. At times you realize that the sex is killing you though. It doesn't make you feel good at times, or it does make you feel good, but it warms you up in your mind to say that you get it or you give it or you really take advantage of wanting it more and more. At times you realize that the sex is not even the answer, and it does tell you this, that it's always going to be you that thinks it's the answer, and it's never going to be you that believes it has to be the answer if you change your ideas. It doesn't always give you gifts. It doesn't believe that you have strength. It doesn't believe you have personal problems or even traumatic disease or even sexual problems. It does give you what you need though, mental health structures to pattern your mind and help you move past things that you need, and maybe even solve those things that you need, because sex right now is just a victim mentality in your mind to say you had it. Did you get some sex? Did it help you? Did it sort out your mentality? Did it really help you live out your life? Did it really move you past something? Ideally, did you use it to use your mind in things that you wanted to weigh down into a problem, or even put yourself back on a path? What are you using sex for, and where are you going with it? Sometimes the universe wants to speak to you and ask you why you're using sex. Is it because you're using it as a tool to make you feel good or leave out the stress? Or is it something that you're using to move past? Or is it something that you understand that you do need, or you just need to use it for love? Where are you going with the stress? It does say stress related issues with your lovemaking skills are going to help you. Or ideally, stress-related issues with your mind are going to help you. Are you helpful in your mind to solve the problem without the stress of lovemaking or even sex? At times, you can see that stress is never going to be the answer, but sex is not going to be the cure. At times, sex can help you move past something, but it's never really going to help you move past what it is that you know that you believe you want. At times, you just want sex and you feel good afterwards. You feel like good news is there, or maybe even not so great after a little while has passed. Are you using sex as a stress relief, or even the victim mentality in you says it's good for you and it helps you to move forward with things? Okay, anything else? It does say sometimes the sex is something you want, you just don't know when you're going to get it again, or you really want to know when the sex is there available for you, or why you didn't take it when you had the opportunity. Sometimes you realize you just don't want to know that great things can come to someone when you can't get it. It does say bad news though, if you feel like someone shouldn't have good news in your life, or even in their life, because you couldn't have it when you wanted to. It does say bad news. Blaming someone is never going to be helpful. Laugh, because you never wanted sex from a single woman that you didn't want, and now you really wish that she was there giving it to you. It doesn't say that it's going to be great overall for you, but try and warn yourself. Are you going to see that you have good news with your sex? One day you realize that you didn't have that great news. It does say I plus size my mind over you. You wear me out. You stress me out with your sexual energy. It does say wear me out because I like you. And it doesn't say bad news if you like big women or small women. At times you just don't want to know that you're staying there with them constantly, quarreling or contemplating whether or not it was going to even be bad for you to do something. So what I'm picking up with this is, you could be wondering, especially the males, it could be wondering, for some of you anyway, it could be wondering why you didn't give someone the opportunity, okay, when you had a chance with them, when this person wanted you. Maybe you didn't see them as a proper girlfriend or lover. Okay, maybe you felt like relationships was too hard for you in some type of way, or maybe you was going through something in your personal life, and now time has gone by. Maybe you want this person again, or you wish that you could have it with them again. Maybe you feel like there's a drought right now when it comes to sexual activity, or even, getting it sometimes. Maybe, women right now are like, well, boy, I want a relationship. I ain't messing with dudes that don't want a proper relationship, and you're wondering what, it's like giving you time to think, what is sex? And how useful is it to me? Is it a stress reliever? Is it just to say that I had it? Does it make you feel good for a moment or two? And then you're back to square one again? Or are you actually using sex as a tool to improve your life in some way? Ideally, moving up in life to getting better things, or helping you, to commit to good news on your path, or, because sex is sex is energy. Sex is also feeling. Sex is also believing that you can make a baby. Sex is also blessed in a way that you wed someone, you get married. Blessings are there with marriage, especially in sex. It does say when you work with the team mate, i.e. the partner, to do it in a wedding vow situation and work well with them. It does structure you to believe that you can have good karma with your love life if you do things in that way. Ideally, it says that in the Bible. It does make you wonder though, why you have to sit down and wonder why it's not working out right now, if females are not giving you enough time to wonder if sex is going to be blessed. It does say working on sex is something that you do. At times you get it and you love your person, and you really, really love your person, or you believe that they're going to do well, or even give you it when you feel like it. At times you may be nervous that you have 3 or 4 women on the go, but you get it anyway. At times you do. At times you just wonder, is it going to be blessed energy for you if you forget that you have given yourself to it and get too much of it or too little of it? Okay, and at times wonder where it's going. Like, where is it going? And then it leads back to this Gemini energy, which is love, marriage, feelings. Okay, but pretty much a lot of single women, and some not, some in a partnership. Okay, but it does say warning signs are there for men right now that are dealing with females that are single and not getting enough sex, because there's too many females that are single. Ideally, there's too many men that are single and not getting enough sex too. And it does say bad news for the females, because they don't even want to know that you're going to give them away to someone else, or even tell them to move on. Ideally, they want you, but they don't know how to support you with your ideas, and don't want to listen at this time about things that they have to help themselves with. Ideally, female energy and sex with other females. It does say bad news though, because the females don't want to have sex with other females. But it does say warning, are you trying to be gay? Are you trying to give yourself to a man when females decide that they don't want to have sex no more? Are you wanting to be gay? This is the truth, because when the too many men want to be single, okay, and just want sex, and then females are usually the ones more so that want relationships. There's loads more females that want relationships and to settle down with a man than the man wanting to settle down with a woman. Now, eventually, if there's too many people following the trend, guess what happens? Men become gay, females even become lesbian, but not all the time. If the female doesn't want to become a lesbian, she doesn't have to. She used to sit down there, boy, and just decide, well, boy, I'm just going to be celibate. You know, there's some people that are celibate out here now, and there's some men out here, you know, that feel like, you know, there's too many women, or they just come across women that see them as some type of sex slave, you know. And then it's who you attract as well. Maybe it could be, you know, the industry you're working in, you know. It could even be you know, the community that you're in. It could be anything, you know, that you've kind of led yourself in down a pathway, so to speak. But it does say that, you know, if there's too much of one thing, like too many singles, okay, and then, you know, one group of them wants more of relationships but can't get it, and one group of them wants more of just sex, but sometimes they can get it, but they're realizing they're not getting it as much now because females want relationships and possibly don't want to give out the sex. What does that lead to? People that become liking their own sex. You know what I mean? Men liking men, women liking women. Okay. It does say warnings are there for you all to believe that you need to change. Structure your mind and change the situation. Believe that you can have stress less about something, and believe that you have great news on the path of when you are wedding someone. Working on that now. It does say working on this now, because you could be walking away from something and taming that you want to get married now. Certainly looking forward to a bride or a future wife is going to be good. It does say when you realize you're doing this, it's going to be worked on. Does say worked on because you haven't given yourself time to realize if the universe is trialing a situation and helping you change something. It does say you have to bless yourself and give yourself love. Don't sex anyone for free. Don't sex anyone for federal convictions, or even possibly exchange of money without vows. It does say you have to really fully commit to someone and give yourself blessings in that way. Don't sell yourself for less or give yourself struggles or even prostitution problems. At times you have to see that blessings can come, and when it does, great things can happen. Okay, let's see what's going on with the singles right now. Singles don't want to hear that blessings are coming until they get married. At times you realize that all of you want to know that you're getting married, or realize that majority of you want to know that you are getting marriage proposals, or even love life situations are getting cursed at this time because it doesn't say it's working out. At times you really believe that you left the person behind or left them to deal with their mind, and don't want to hear that it's not going to be changed for you in a great way, or even miserable if you don't know how to structure your mind in a blessed way to get what you want in a good way from the person, or a mind of your own. Maybe even solving your own problems with your personal problem, inner child, or even demonic rituals inside yourself that you believe in, i.e. your values and your morals. It does say you have to victimize things or even look into how you can solve your problems. Many times over you see that blessings can come to you. Warn yourself that they will come, and deal with your mind and make sure they come to you. Make sure you love yourself and help yourself with good kinders. I don't know what that means, but it does say blame no one. Okay, it does say sometimes victim mentality can be within you, and you can support your members of your family that have tried to support you with nothing but sex in your mind, telling you that that's all you would be, or maybe even seeing that it's not going to work out for you because it never worked out for them. At times you realize that people tell you off everywhere, or even tarnish your reputation or bring you down. Just because it doesn't give them good karma doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you. So i.e. if you've got friends or family members where it didn't work out in love, okay, and they look at you like, well, why should you get love, or why do you think you're good enough to get a husband or wife or whatever it is, don't believe in that. You know, just structure your mind. Make sure you solve your own problems inside yourself, okay, and work on your values and your you know, your systematic points of view. Okay, sometimes things can be bloodline, and it takes time for you to come out of the curse of the bloodline. Okay, but it doesn't say that you can't. When you really try to, you know, come out of it, you may have to take your time to go celibate. Go celibate for a while. Take your time to really rejuvenate in your power, in your thoughts, in your feelings, you know, and align with spirit, align with God, align with the universe to help you on your journey to becoming the person that you want to be. Okay. So anything else with singles? It does say sometimes you have to believe that your kindred spirit is going to be there to support you. Ideally, your kindred spirit is going to help you, bless you one day. It doesn't say you are on the right path right now, but you can help yourself move past negative spirits. People that are dragging you down spiritually, cursing you or warning you that it's not going to work out. Struggled with wishes in the past, or even things that you had tying you down. It did say that you had dug a hole for yourself, and a deep one, but people will pull you out of it as long as you see blessed energy comes to you. Doesn't say bad news overall, but you've got to believe that great news can come to you any way it can. And great news can come to you when you warn yourself that your problems are solved, and seeing it and believing it is going to be truthful to you. Speaking about blessed energy all the time is going to help you. Smoking and drinking is not always ideal, but it does say that you have blessed yourself no matter what. As a smoker or a drinker, or even people around you that have timed the situation around your lifestyle, or even people that want to probably see you harmed or hurt, is not going to harm you. It says you've got to see blessings come, and you don't care what anyone says. You've got to see when people can trial a situation for you and harm you at times too. But it does say warning, when people always poke you and pick on you, it's never going to be helpful to you. Studying who you are is loving who you are and working on who you are, and starting to believe that is going to help you. Okay, because I feel like there's a lot of spiritual energy around you that does drag you as well. All right, so don't worry, things will get better. You have to believe in yourself, because sometimes when you ain't got people in your corner, you got to believe in yourself, Aries. All right, it's a lot of people that may have taken the piss in your life, and you need to, stop that from happening. It does say someone here wants to know when things are going to work out well for you and start seeing if great news can come. It does say blaming someone is never going to be the answer. Patience is a virtue, and things will come to you when the time comes. Okay, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. Those in a relationship right now can see that blame is never going to be the answer. Good karma can come to them any time of the day. It does say warning signs are there for you to be direct about who you are and help yourself look forward to blessed energy with your family or your affairs. At times you realize people are having an affair, or even frigging things up for you and you don't want them to get involved, or maybe even timing the situation and being a part of your room is something that someone could possibly want to do too, wanting to say hello, or maybe even coming inside, or even seeing where you live. At times this person wants to know where you live, and studying this may come out good or bad. Some of you are in third parties or dealing with a third person and doesn't want someone to know where you live. At times you realize it's not going to be helpful for you to find out where a person lives, either if they have fell off the face of the earth to try and forgive themselves, or even see they have friends or family members around them that don't want to know you, or even hear that there's time and time again people around that don't want to hear that their friends are getting involved. Too many things could be going on with each and individual ones of you. Ideally you would have to have a personal reason to figure out things, but there definitely is some type of third party situation that could be intervening right now in your relationship. It does say some of you guys are dealing with sentimental fraudulent activity, or people that just want to talk to you about it, maybe even sowing seeds too much to find out what's going on. It does say people want to know too much about your business, or even ideally want to know what's going on to support you. Mental structures are there for people like you to not speak about it, but deal with it. If I come to speak to you, it's not going to be worth it, but I see that I'm not in a problem with you, so I'm not going to speak about it. Warning signs are there with me now not to talk to you at all. I realize I should never have spoke to you in my mind, that someone here needs some support with their mental health. It doesn't say people like you need support. It does say some of you are dealing with people in the personal health system that may need support, or may even need to support you. At times they realize it's never going to be good for you to dream of things that could come up in the near future. At times you want to know which way it's going with your life, or even your lover. At times you just want to know where you're going with your lover, and you want to know who it's going to be. Okay, so maybe the person you're seeing right now may not be the one that you want to settle down with. Okay, maybe there's some things hindering you from settling down. Maybe other people's judgment, or even I don't know why I'm hearing cross-dressing as well. It could be that cross-dressing could be in the way of something, or maybe even for some of you guys, that don't see yourself as truly who you are. Maybe want to cross dress now, maybe thinking, well, boy, am I turning into a man or a woman? Or it could just be other things with, like, sexual partners, too many sexual partners. Okay, there's a lot of different factors here. Anything else? It does say some of you guys are dealing with your relationship and taking time to wonder what's going on with your spouse or your person. And it does say your person is doing great. They just need some time alone to see that blessings can come. It does say some of you are dealing with things that could work out just fine and not to worry or stress about the situation. Some of you guys will see that blessings can come to you and not worry about a problem with personal honing in on your mind, or even seeing that something could come true. Ideally, if someone wants to support you or see what's going on with you, they will have to speak to you directly themselves, or never speak to you at all and move past it. Judgment there is to deal with them, to cut them out, and to speak less to them and bruise their ego and send them back to whoever created them, or their maker. Oh dear. All right. That could be in relation to an earth sign. Okay. Or an air sign, I don't know. It does say when a personal problem comes up, it doesn't say that it's going to happen directly or even immediately, but it does say blessings are there for a person to spell out your name or even curse you ongoing and not want to hear something. Someone's also doing some type of public writing, or maybe even selling something with their words, or even talking about things way too much and wanting to know if it's going to come true. Some of you guys are dealing and waiting for your person to come through with something that you've asked for, or even told them that you need. At times you are wanting to know if you're going to get wed as well, or even married. At times you just want to know what's going on with you, and you laugh and make fun of the situation at times just to please your mind, or even play with your person, or even time if they will look at you like they've forgotten, or maybe even see if they're going to come and do what it is that you want them to do, or vice versa. It does say sometimes you just wonder where it's going and you want to help each other to support each other's dreams and wishes. Okay, so let's see what's going on with married couples. Marriage is going to be very, very nice. It does say some of you guys are dealing with a marriage mindset, or maybe even looking forward to blaming no one for your marriage. At times you have cursed the person or helped them move past the details of your problematic situations. I do hear there could be some jobs, maybe something to do with jobs, maybe waiting for work, or maybe even people working against you or working on you individually, but you are involved in a relationship, or maybe even someone doesn't want to see you happy in your marriage life. It does say some of you guys are wanted for marriage purpose, maybe even from a friend or a child, or even a person that wants to see you marry their mum or dad. It does say some of you guys are dealing with people around you all over and don't want to hear that it's going to harm you. It does say stress less about a situation if you feel like you are murmured. It does say some of you guys are dealing with detrimental people that want to see you harm, though. It doesn't say blessed energy is there overall with some people, as some people want to, I'm hearing negative energy like shoot and kill and all that stuff. I don't know who's dealing with that stuff, but God forbid. It does say some of you guys are looking forward to blessed energy, though, and really see that you could probably give yourself blessed energy with your mind instead of warring. You could have marriage all over it and maybe even help you move past situations. Just love yourself. And it does say some of you guys are dealing with a married person or a married friend that doesn't want to hear that you're always involved in their marriage affairs. Okay. It does say some of you guys are in a marriage and you don't want to hear other people involved in your marriage affairs either. And it does say forgiving whoever spoke about you in a bad way, to see that they are in a bad way. Constantly working on war all the time is never going to be solved. Ideally, if a person keeps talking about me and my man in a bad way, I'm going to hurt them. And I realized I did not want to know that I'm going to study and put curses on you to tell you that your marriage life is going to suck. Yeah, there's someone that could be doing that. Could be an earth sign. And it does say bad news for whoever keeps cursing this poor man's mum, because someone here keeps cursing someone's mother. And it does say bad news for whoever feels like they could never have a good marriage in the near future, because they're coming in to address a situation or even tell this person off. It does say air sign man doesn't want to hear he's in love again. Doesn't want to see that he's in love, and he doesn't want to hear that he's in love either. He may not warn you enough that he's trying to sue you or even persecute you. He may even put problems on himself trying to do so. He needs to remember that he needs to stop speaking about you. And he does speak about you too much as well, and he realized he needs to move on. He's not in a good place in his mind to address the situation, but he's laughing at people right now, and he doesn't know how to hear that good karma can come to them. But it doesn't say bad news for you overall. You just got to address the situation and look forward to a blessed day one day with your person. It does say when you are married, you're going to have good news. When you are warned that you are already in a marriage, you are having good news. And when you are warming up to the idea of giving yourself a blessed energy, make sure you speak well into your life about good karma. Don't speak about bad news, and love yourself, and make sure you look well on your wedding day. It's coming. Okay. All right. So speak positive affirmations, remove people's curses from your life. Don't even sink too deep into negative people around you that don't want to see you happy. All right, in your marriage or your wedding that's going to be due soon for some of you guys that are getting married. Okay, let's see what's going on with individuals, Aries and Aries. Aries doesn't want to hear that they're always digging a hole for themselves or getting further and further into problems. They do see bad news come for them, and some time ago they realize it's not going to be easy, but they need to see that they're not in a problem later on this year, this month, this week, or even today. Some of you guys are dealing with something today and don't want to hear it, but it's going to harm you if you hear it again. All right, let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Taurus and Aries. Okay, someone's really trying to intervene in your reading. Taurus and Aries. Taurus doesn't want to hear bad news come. Laughing at you and making fun is not going to harm you. It does say great news can come to you, and warn yourself that stress is going to be lessened or even given to you. It does say blessings can come, but watch out for someone that's getting involved with their energy or pushing them aside because they want to be heard or seen. They don't have time in the world, and they realize they want good karma or good mind games to play, or even support themselves with their mind, or even things that they need. Let's see what else is going on. Does say sometimes they need support with you, as Taurus doesn't want to hear everything, but Taurus does need to help you with something and doesn't want to say it's going to be bad, but does look forward to great news overall, to trust and believe you me. It says trust you and help you past mental health problems. Okay, let's see what's going on with Gemini and Aries. Gemini really journals things and writes it down, or even probably gives you bad news. Sometimes they don't want to hear that great news is coming. They warn themselves to speak about things or torment themselves over you, or even tidy up their mind, or even help themselves to hold on to things, playing mind games, or maybe even selling their soul to you. At times they wonder where it's going, even when they're timing a situation or holding on to mind games mentally, or even stress, or even mental health problems that they hold on to. Maybe even really holding on to things of yours, or even things that they want and steal from you and take from you. They just don't know how to stop. Okay. Let's see what's going on with I'm also hearing something about credit or credit cards. Okay, possibly even fraud. Just be careful. Okay. Let's see what's going on, and credit scores. Okay, let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Aries. It says all of you are not going to be my friend, and I don't want to deal with you. Make sure you know that. I just don't want to hear from you. You're never going to be good to me, so I don't want to hear from you, and I realize I don't want to deal with you either. Okay, that is definitely Cancerian's energy. Okay, let's move past them right now. Let's see what is going on with Leo. They could be in a mood. Okay, so let's see. As for Leo, now it does say great things can come and struggles will be less and less and less. They want to smoke, drink, have fun, wine and dine, or look forward to great things happening. They want to look forward to blessings come with their friends, their family, people around them, or even start an affair. Some of you guys are dealing with Leos that don't want to hear nothing, or even teasing or tormenting. At times they really believe that they're stressed or even struggling. They don't have great news overall, but they do have good news to tell you, that they will laugh or make fun of you at times, or maybe even see that blessings can come to you in other ways. They don't want to hear that you have problems overall with them. So they try to warn you not to speak, but they do speak well in themselves and regret a lot of situations that they put themselves through. And they try to warn themselves not to speak about it, but they do feel smiles and great news come to them also. They just don't know which way to go with their trauma or dramatic syndromes. At times they really love you, but they don't want to help everything that you've got going on. They just want to support themselves and put themselves mindfully to rest or even laugh or even see that great news can come. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Virgos, and Aries. Virgos hate you and they feel like friends are not going to be good to you. Ideally, people are telling them off or having bad news, or even seeing that bad news can come to someone else. It doesn't say bad news are coming to any of you, but it does say warning. If you ever try someone or put them down, they've got problems coming. And it does say bad news for someone that doesn't even understand or even hear what's going on with their friends. At times they do, but they don't want to warn themselves that they speak too much, because they talk way too much and they keep causing someone harm in their mind to speak about themselves or even a friend or a personal problem, or even hygiene, or even issues, or even causing friends to gossip or laugh or joke or make fun of things. It says bad news for this, Virgo. Or even Earth. It does say Earth because the Earth signs are really playing havoc right now, but it does say warning for you, Virgo. If you're too much involved in something, you need to start thinking about why you're doing that. Okay, it does say they really love Aries, but Aries is taking the mickey at times with them, and it doesn't say you all are having a good time. It does say warning signs are there for you, Aries, to follow friends too much at times. It's not going to be good for you. Ideally, if it's legal matters pending, it's not going to be good. Ideally, Virgo, if you need a friend, support the friend that you have in yourself or in another friend, an earth sign, or maybe another person around you. But it does say earth energy and air energy is going to be supported more than anyone. And it does say bad news if you're dealing with an Aries, because the Aries is not going to give you good support system around you. It does say many of you are dealing with struggles with sex or mental health problems inside yourself. At times you just want support with each other's minds to say something or talk about it. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra and Aries. Excuse me. Libra and Aries. Libra does not want to hear from you and doesn't want to address anything and doesn't want to speak to you. Goodbye. I don't want to hear that you're always stressed about loved ones. Take care. Leave me alone. Dress well, look well, and study that. Make sure you look good when I ideally need you. I don't want to hear from you right now, and I don't want to hear that you're stressing about it. I've been working on something and I support myself, and I poorly judge someone too. I cry. If something ever happens to me, I cry because I wouldn't want to speak about it. I'm harming you, but I don't want to hear that I'm harming you today or ever. Realize that I'm not going to harm you. I just warn myself I could. Okay, let's see what's going on with they could be going through something in related to something to do with that's fraudulent or something. But let's see what's going on with and any time of year. Apparently it does say bad news for them though. Aries, if you're dealing with Libra, it says bad news for Aries. It does say Aries because Aries is going to feel the pain, and pain will come to Aries, and Aries will feel the pain. So pain will come to you, Aries, if you deal with love letters or even people that want to stroke your ego too much, or even spend the night with someone. It says stop speaking about a person you see or even miss. Stop talking about them. All right, let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with, I'm hearing a spicy Pisces wants to get involved right now, but let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Aries. Scorpio does not want to hear from Aries, and Aries is ducking and diving from Scorpio. It does say warning signs are there for you both to leave each other alone, stop speaking to each other, i.e. I could get involved if I want to. I'm not going to stop, but I feel like you want me to stop and I'm not stopping. Who are you to tell me to stop when I don't want to stop? I don't want to hear that you're always involved with my man or my person, or even a problem that I have with people regularly. I don't want to hear it. Ideally, I want to get dressed or even gently murder your mind. I'm not going to hear that you have great news overall. Stop speaking about Pisces, because Pisces is going to help you one day. It does say Pisces keeps intervening in your life, and at times they keep getting in the way of Scorpio's energy to support you. It does say supporting you, because Pisces doesn't want to hear Scorpio is going to be supported, but Scorpio is not going to hear that Pisces gets involved. Pisces always wants to get involved in problems, or even see that problems come to Scorpio, but Scorpio doesn't want to hear Pisces is always involved. When will they realize they're not going to see them as friends ever? If they keep believing that Scorpio is bad news, when will Scorpio always get good karma and not hear themselves speak about bad news? The time has come to tidy up their mind, or even address things in their mind. It doesn't say Pisces is always right though. Scorpio has to believe that they're right, or else Pisces wants to take advantage or even mind game them to play negative mental health structures are there for them. It says mental health structures are there for anyone. But Pisces, you've warned yourself way too many times that Scorpio is a bad person. Are you seeing them as this? Or are you telling yourself that you've got bad news? Ideally, they don't have good news, but at times you realize that you're supporting a negative mindset of your own. Really hurt a Pisces once. Maybe it's causing them to start speaking about why they are seeing bad news for Scorpio. Okay, and it does say Scorpio doesn't need to see Pisces, but Pisces always speaks bad news for Scorpio, and regularly as well. It doesn't say warnings are there for them to speak about it, but it says try me and I'll tell you what it is that I've gone through. Spying on me or helping me through situations has never been the answer. Pisces, do you realize that you need Scorpio? Is that what it is? Because Pisces is not hearing from them, they can't speak to them, and they're trying to drag them into negative territories, or even telling them bad news can come to them, especially giving them care in their mind to help them through problematic situations. Ideally, wouldn't want to hear that Pisces is always going to be the problem, but what if I have to? My friendship with Pisces is no longer going to be there anymore. And it does say Scorpio doesn't believe this, but Pisces wants them to believe it so much to the point where they don't know what to do. Saying sorry to a Pisces is not easy, but Scorpio, it does say bad news. If you try and tell them sorry, it's not going to be easy. It says sod yourself, because it never says this, and Scorpio is not going to have it. But Scorpio knows how to speak up for themselves and see that they're never going to be in a problem. It does say Scorpio does not want to hear from you at times when they do feel like trouble is coming. But it says warning signs, if you ever need a Pisces, don't speak about them, because they're going to raft you and give you back tenfold of whatever it is that you felt like you was going to give them. It says never mind why they want to speak about tenfold, or maybe even 10 years. I wouldn't want to hear that I'm always dealing with them. Pisces, you do know that you keep sparking a conversation with people around you, or helping yourself through felonies or problematic situations or problems with people that want to come in and harm you. It does say Pisces, because Pisces is jumping involved with Aries, and Aries are trying to support Scorpio. Scorpio does want to see Pisces not in trouble, and at times they don't want to believe it. But Pisces keeps jumping in. And it does say Aries doesn't want to hear problems, but problems are coming with Scorpio today or now, or maybe even never. And it does say when it does come, it's going to be bad news. Pisces, you do know you can stop speaking to Scorpio or leave them alone. Leave them alone and let them dress up whatever it is they have in their own mind. You don't have to get involved in their problems all the time. Scorpio is not going to be my friend though, and I don't want to hear they're always happy. Lord of mercy. Let's see what's going on with Aries towards Scorpio anyway. Does say Aries doesn't want to speak to Scorpio, but speaking to Scorpio is going to be good news if you solve the situation or you don't. It does say negative members of your family today get involved, or even try to tame the negative jealousy inside you between you and a Scorpio. At times Scorpio doesn't want to steal your mind back from your head and say, well, I'm there, I have to see you. It doesn't say you have to hear from each other or speak to each other. At times you realize you do like knowing each other are there, but not really around each other as much, or maybe even see each other as much. Sometimes the timing is off, or maybe even the wars in your mind delete each other from your brain and make sure each other moves on. It says you rather do this at times, or even see that you just don't deal with each other. At times you will mimic each other or see each other, or don't harm each other at all. You just want to know that you leave each other alone, and the time has come for you to do so. Okay, let's see what's going on with Sag and Aries. Aries is not going to have it, and Aries does not want to hear it. Sag does not want to hear from Aries. Aries does want to hear from Sag though, but Sag does not want to hear from Aries, and Aries does not want to hear from Sag. Sag does not want to hear from Aries, and Aries does not want to hear from Sag. Both of you don't want to hear from each other, but once or twice people keep panicking and say, well, it's going to happen. It does say it doesn't happen, but it does happen if they do want you to. At times you do need to hear what I'm saying. You're going to speak to Aries one day if I say that it's going to happen. Ideally, a person may get involved, like a a Libra. It could be a Libra, or it does say a Libra because the Libra is a court system or judgment system, but it also says the journey that you've had with the Capricorn getting involved doesn't help. And it does say bad news for the Libra because the Libra is not getting involved, but it does say warning signs for this dirty minded Capricorn who is judging the government system and never wanted to. It says bad news because they will now see that problems are coming to them, never solved overnight, but it does say their bad news has come to them. Strike one, it's coming to them. Strike two, it's not going to harm you. Strike three, and it's never going to be yours. Strike four, it's always going to be good for you. Strike five, it's always going to be blessed. Strike six, it's always going to be sent back to the sender. Good karma is now coming to you all. Letters are sent out to no one but this Capricorn about his mind and where he's going in the next 2 weeks to a month, and why he has to drug someone or bring them into mind games of his own. He never played anyone but himself, and he's looking forward to good karma coming into him and watches to see when it's going to happen. Laughing stock, because it's never going to happen to you in a bad way, but it will happen to you in a good way, that you have good news overall with the Capricorn or without them. And it does say bad news if you're dealing with the Capricorn, because he's sign of laughter. He never should have spoke about you at all. Wow. What's going on with Capricorn? Because Capricorn just came no. What's going on with yeah, well, Capricorn just came into it. This was supposed to be Sag, I'm sure. I'm getting a bit confused now. What's going on with Capricorn and Aries? Capricorn doesn't want to see you helped, and doesn't want to see you win, and doesn't want to see you wish yourself well, or even dress up nice, or even look good. At times they don't want to hear that you are doing so great. So warning, if you're selling your soul to a Capricorn, they're looking forward to bad news. And warning, if Capricorn is dragging you into a problem, or even into a private mind of your own, or things that you've got going on that are private, it doesn't say it is good, but problems are there with your personal problems, or even things you've got going on. Or maybe I've tarnished my reputation telling you off. I am not going to speak to you. It says, Capricorn, you do know that you're trying to lose a friend or a frenemy here. It does say warning signs are there with a friend that I have gotten myself involved with, or people around me that I know I can concern myself with, my friends, my family, or people around me. I will tell them off. You are a thug, or someone that you don't even like is there. Maybe you've had a friendship with them. Maybe you had a father figureship with them. Maybe you've told them that you had great dreams coming in. Never wanted to hear from you, but wondered what you was like as a person. Always told myself, one day I will curse you and tell you off. You are never going to be good to me. I could see that you would hate me because I'll tell you off, and then maybe this person would start realizing who they're dealing with. It doesn't say good news for this Capricorn. He always tried to bully someone, or even secretly do so. He doesn't know how to tell people off directly, or even tarnish their reputation, but warning signs are there. If he punishes someone too much, it will get sent back to a negative mind game. Probably even a letter sent out to someone, or maybe even told off to direct person. It does say money is coming in for you all though. And it does say someone wants to send you a gift, or even mindfully speaking, someone wants to tell you something or speak to you. Someone here wants to speak to you and doesn't know how to stop it. It does say some of you are dealing with things and don't want to hear bad news though, but you have to deal with things that are going to caution you of plenty of sexual enemies, or maybe even problematic situation. It does say when the Capricorn doesn't want to get involved, he does get involved, and he promises you that he's never going to believe you have problems. He will warn himself to justify not speaking to you again, but he is going to come in and speak about when he's going to deal with you. He doesn't want to hear that bad news comes, but he has given it out, and he has to justify why he's doing that, or else move past it and move on. He will never be good for you, and warning, you will never get in a problem. He's got to move on. Okay, let's see what's going on with I'm hearing Cancerian energy now. Like, it's, yeah, energies just keep going around. And let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't want to help you, but does say hello, or even try to bribe you to speak up, or even pay attention to what's going on. They will bribe you and pick on you and warn you not to speak. At times they want to speak to you and not speak to you, and don't want to speak to you today, or even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They say this because they don't want you to know what's going on, but they do want to know what's going on with you and wonder where you are, what you're doing, what you look like, who you're with. At times they just want to know who you are. Certainly depends on your situation or your well-being. It does say situations can can come up anytime for you to see what's going on with your family, or even your fathering, or even parenting, or even duties around you. It says cautions are there for you to speak less about the Aries, though. If you don't know them, shut your mouth. Speak less about them and move past them. They will not allow you to get involved. When are you going to realize that you need to stop speaking to them? At times you do need to speak to them to caution them, or even speak to them about things that you've got going on. Sometimes you do need to speak to them about whether or not you've said hello to them or not. You just need to know them. At times you bruise your ego, though. At times you really do. It doesn't say everything has to be negative or even bad. So make sure that you speak to Aries with good karma, or else they're warning you not to speak to them at all. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces and Aries. Pisces and Aries. No, yeah, Pisces and Aries. Pisces and Aries. Pisces doesn't want to hear bad news, but they have sexual enemies inside them that they want to deal with. It doesn't say Pisces wants to join in, but Pisces wants to get involved in problematic situations that you have, though. And it does say warning them will be struggles, or even less. At times you wonder what's going on with them, bullying you or attacking you, or getting involved in private personal affairs that you don't really understand why they're there for. It does say when they do get involved, they don't want to hear you, but they do want to know what's going on with you. At times they realize they shouldn't speak to you at all, but wonderful things can come when they work on you or give you support with something that you want. Maybe they'll give you help with your work or your marriage or even love life. Certainly want to help you with sex, or even blaming you for something that you shouldn't have got or that you did get. At times they warn you things can come to you, or even help you with your lover. Certainly if you're married to one, it's going to support you with many things over time and time again, but some of you are not dealing with Aries. And it does say passionate new beginnings can start with the loyalty that you have for them or not. At times you just don't want to be loyal to them. It does say passionately, because personal issues are there to be loyal to when it comes to the Aries. Pisces doesn't want to believe that, but personally, ideally, if a loyal situation is there with someone that knows you, ideally a friend or a person outside the relationship, this person wants to get involved. It says piss me off. Go on, because I wouldn't want to hear that you piss me off, but go on, piss me off. I would not want to hear it, but you piss me off, you're going to get it. And I realize all of you need to drop down and move on. I don't want to hear from none of you. Fuck all of you. Make sure you know that, and piss off, says the Aries. Okay, that's that. So Aries, that was your tarot reading. Excuse the profanity. Okay, let's see what's going on with by the way, this reading is definitely not, none of my readings anyway, they're not for children. You will hear children, that come up in the reading. Just take it as it resonates, as adults that you are, that are dealing with the situations, but none of these readings are for children. Okay, and I have set that in all of my readings, that they're just not for children. Okay, let's see what's going on with your romance angels. It says let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, but some of you guys may have to take control of situations, but in a way where you're like, all right, I'm controlling myself. Okay, you don't have to control everyone else out there, but you can control yourself in certain ways, your mindset, your value system and stuff like that. Okay, all right, so let's see what else is going on. Maybe someone else around you needs to let go of control issues. Okay, let's see what's going on with negative people that want to see you harmed or hurt in some way. Let's see what's going on with your other angel messages. Okay, it says clear audience. Okay, Archangel Zakiel, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Okay, focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving every situation and in all that you do. Okay. Universal messages. All right. This one came out in reverse, but let's see why. It says attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. This came out in reverse. This is possibly, somewhere in the air, but not in your reality in some way. okay, where people have been pulling your energy, you know, or cursing you behind the scenes, or telling you what they need from you, or not directly, but it's in the background somewhere, okay. Number 5, I'm also hearing reporting someone as well, or evicting someone, or even telling them off, or even giving them guilt, shame, or hurt. All of those things could be coming to you, or in the background, or need for you to take control of. So warning, you do need to control certain things, ideally when they come, or just prepare for yourself to not go down those roads. Okay, number 21, number 37, number 5, number 27, number 59, number 44, and number 13. Okay, Aries, that was your reason. I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.